Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Alliance Against the Northern Pass, Orange People's News Update. And it's been quite an update today, I'll have to tell you that. My name is George.
And I'm Heather. And we've got something to tell you today.
Yes, we do. The Senate Judiciary Committee met today down at Concord in the State House, and we had quite a turnout with the Orange people. I don't think we were too happy when we left there. I don't think we were too happy while we were sitting there. But there were some things said, and
Yeah, there was a lot going on
a
today.
lot going on, but I don't think they addressed the issue at hand at all. Maybe at first, but as it went along, it changed. I turn this over to Heather now. She has a couple of comments she'd like to make.
Okay, so HB 648 was originally, designed to bolster Article 12A, and it's an amended version of RSA 371.1. Okay, so that deals with eminent domain. Now, I'm sure I'm not going to say this properly 100%, but I'm going to do my best interpretation, and then those of you who know more, you can make a comment, and that's totally cool, because there's a lot of things. Yeah, there's just so many opinions going on, and it was pretty nasty down there today. There were a lot of people we were talking to.
Verbal garbage.
Yeah, so start with HB 648, and we had the Senate Judiciary Committee, so that involved Senator Sharon Carson, Senator Matthew Hood, Senator Jim Luther, and Senator Fenton Groen, okay? And they sat up there, and what they were doing was going over several amended versions. Now, so one of our favorites was Jeannie Forrester, that included a participant-funded project such as the Northern Pass.
Did they shoot that down?
They shot that down.
They took Jeannie Forrester's amendment and
Yeah, I think they shot it down.
took it off the table.
Took it off the table. All right, and that one would have said, no participant-funded projects allowed to take eminent domain, hands down, period, unless it's for system reliability. And that was a huge issue. They could not decide on what the definition of system reliability was, which...
Can I cut in there just
Go
a minute?
ahead, you go for
I was
it.
just thankful that that guy that was in the State House way back when and stood up and talked about system reliability for about an hour and a half. I'm just glad he wasn't there. This was terrible.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay, so there was just a lot of bozos there, and I'm sorry if that sounds bad, but I'm sorry. It's just amazing who runs our government. Hello, people, get involved and vote some of these creeps out. So what they did was they took Jeannie Forrester's off the table, okay, and then Sharon Carson. Okay, so she's trying. Tom's going to want to chime in here. I just can't. He's going to want to. But okay, so Sharon Carson decided she listened to the people. She was out there trying to figure out what would work for people. So she decided to put in all these new things, all these new amended things, which had nothing to do with participant-funded projects, that are for-profit, private for-profit projects. And she took that off the table, and what she did was she made a nice, beautiful protocol on how to take eminent domain in a kinder, gentler way that paid the landowners, but didn't address us actually being able to stop them from taking eminent domain or the kind
It's
of
more like
projects
she
that
was-
could do it.
She is, to me, it looked like she was supporting eminent domain
Yeah, it was
as
like,
long as they paid.
as long as they
More
paid,
money.
They paid you more money.
This isn't about money, it's about taking people's property.
It's about taking people's property and our ability to say, no, we don't want people to take our property. Hello?
And
they're
if
just
you don't
saying-
take the money, they're gonna take your property anyways.
That's right, and that's the bottom line. So that's essentially what happened to HB 648 today in front of all of us, and it was really, really annoying, okay?
I got up and left early.
Yeah.
I couldn't stay for the.
So there were some key PSNH people sitting out in the background, and they wouldn't mix with us. We had all of our orange people in the hall, and we were all talking, and all of the PSNH people were sort of scattered off into little corners where they couldn't, be reached by us. It was actually really fun to watch. And so that's kind of what happened. George, go ahead and say anything else, because I'm going to talk about something positive after this, hopefully.
Okay, I did, Joe Casey was there, and I confronted him on the debate that he never showed up for. And Joe did agree today that he would debate, and he's gonna try to get some people from PSNH to do a debate, and I hope this does happen. We're looking forward to it, because we do need to sit down and talk. I thought that was nice of Joe too.
Well, and I have to agree that Joe Casey is only good for talking about jobs.
Jobs, yes.
That's his specialty, and that's where he didn't feel confident to go into any other thing. So I'm gonna give him that. All right, so as far as HB 648 goes, it's turned into something completely different, and now it's gonna have to go back to the House. From what I'm told, this is my understanding, I could be wrong, but now it has to go back to the House and be voted again by the House of Representatives, and then moved again to the Senate. So we don't know what's gonna happen. It's just kind of bad the way it is right now, so I don't even know if it'll make it
I
past
was
that.
under the impression that these senators were supposed to be studying this bill for what,
I
the
don't think they
past
even
6 or
looked
7
at it.
months, or however long it's been.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting down with these amendments, and they don't even know what the issue is.
Yeah, and they're like reading it then, like,
They're reading it now.
well, I think this means such and such and so and so. Okay, so, we could go on for days and really make a show out of this. I mean, Saturday Night Live could have a real field day with it. We're trying to be kind. All right, so, to move on from that, there were also some good people from Union Leader,
Yes.
Anne Marie Timmons was there, Joe.
Brian Tilton was there.
Brian Tilton was there.
Yeah, my hero.
And he had the greatest thing to say about it, and I put it on my iPhone. It was not filming. Oh, I know. I don't know what happened.
I'm going down to buy a
So
video.
now I have to call him personally, and so we might have to go down there and interview him. I think he would do it. He'd be awesome. Okay. Oh, I made some key contacts to make some interviews with you and I, with
Okay.
Jack Savage. Jack Savage agreed to interview with us. I bet we could get Jim Danis live. I'm guessing Jim.
I
I'm
think
hoping.
Jim will.
Maybe Bob Baker. Anyway, and I gave Anne Marie Timmons some ideas on future articles. So I felt really cool. All right, so now Jeannie, I have to have something fun to say. All right, so Jeannie Forrester, she's the positive
It's
side.
almost as good as the federal government.
That's right. All right, so Jeannie.
Only these people got more money than the federal government.
Yeah,
Should we
now
start
that is sad. Okay, so that's where Jeannie Forrester comes in. She is going to, apparently we're making a lot of noise. Okay, so she is coming up with a couple of key pieces of legislation. One is about the PUC, so the Public Utilities Commission. She wants them to do more due diligence, which means they have to actually do some more evaluation in all of these projects coming up. That's too complicated. I'm not going to go into it, but I know it's good. All right, so then she's going to do another one that involves creating a commission of people, a group of people who will decide on an energy corridor that will go through New Hampshire, that will be an underground energy corridor. So that could be, say, along Route 93, where they have to take these major energy projects and bring them and bury them along this energy corridor, which would save a lot of the things that are going on right now in our fight with eminent domain, if we would have an energy corridor to bury some of these more obnoxious projects that may have to happen in the future, even if, as population grows and we might not have any control over needing more energy projects. So let's hope for Jeannie on that. All right, so anything else?
That about wraps it up.
Yep.
Looks like we're back to square one, going back to the House of Representatives and starting all over again. It just, to me, it's like a delay tactic.
Yeah, and I think,
I don't think money is going to buy. Who was it? Somebody today.
Oh, money has bought them. My opinion, of course. Money has bought many of these Senate members.
We got word today that somebody in the North Country turned down $1 million offer for their property, and you're our hero.
They are our hero.
We applaud you.
Yeah, we applaud you.
Keep it up.
And it's becoming personal.
Personal.
It's becoming personal, and you know, I wrote to Adam Sandler to try to get him to come to a fundraiser, and I actually got a letter back from his agent, personal letter, saying of course he wouldn't show up, but I just thought it was really cool. We're getting no celebrity bailouts. I mean, that's the point. We have to do it all on our own, people.
And I haven't got a check from Warren Buffett or
That's right, yes.
The
You
other guy
know,
was-
we're asking all these famous people, but they're not coming through. So let's get our butts out there and not expect to be saved. All right, so go to dinner and a movie on Friday. Go see
Dinner and movie tomorrow night.
Power, One River, Two Nations
Right.
at the Flying Monkey Friday night. That's December 9th. That's tomorrow.
Yep.
5:30 silent auction, 6 o'clock dinner, 7 o'clock movie. Okay,
Hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Wear orange.
I'll be there.
Bring a pumpkin for date.
And bring some money so you can get something for the
Yes.
silent auction.
Yes.
We're signing off.
Bye now.
See you guys.